Well. Week one of the 25-26 season is in the books and it is a part of history. Welcome to Pick Six, where we cover six teams in the NFL, that being the Raiders, the Cowboys, the Niners, the Packers, the Chargers, and of course, our undefeated, beloved Steelers.
Undefeated.
Eric, Eric, when you go back, I mean, many years from now, when you go back in history, because that's what week one
Mm.
is now, it's history. What are you going to remember the most just in the first week that just happened?
Oh man. Old man Rogers getting Pittsburgh the win. Him
Mm,
throwing for 4 passing touchdowns. That's what I'll remember.
mm.
Um, let's go something outside of the teams we cover. JJ McCarthy. All right, his first start as a Viking, his second season, but he was out all year with an injury. First start as a Viking against a divisional rival and the Chicago Bears on the road, prime time. He gets a come from behind victory. He leads his team to a come from behind victory. That was one thing that was impressive to me.
Let me ask you, man. Casey lost, and it seems like Casey has become what the Patriots used to be. Like, if you weren't a Patriot fan, everybody hated the Patriots. I
Yeah.
think Casey is somewhere along that line now. Um, did you see that coming? Are you kind of like not glad that they lost, but are you just kind of like, hey, you know what? Maybe they're just a regular team. It's just week one. It's just week one.
Well, let me say this. It was against the Chargers. I have like no bad blood against the Chargers. I mean, they play out here. So if anything, I kind of cheer for them when they have nothing to do with the Steelers. I will probably cheer for them. So I was kind of rooting for the Chargers, even though we both picked the Chiefs. But deep down, I
Mm.
was like, all right, let's hopefully the Chargers could pull this off. It just surprised me. I think it was a pretty big upset because I mean the Chargers haven't necessarily won any sort of big games recently. I know it was only week one, but it was against a divisional rival.
Yeah, they're too busy planning for a wedding. So, and we have a relative that is a Charger fan. All right, man. Let's go ahead and let's get into this week's picks, and how we did on week one.
I'll be honest, I didn't keep tabs with that, but I'll be back next week to keep tabs on the records. All right, I'm a little. I gotta shake the cobwebs off. My bad.
Watch. Oh yeah, how you feeling this week, man? Last week you came on here, you were saying you were a little under the weather. You sounded nasally last week, man.
I think I sound better. I just have a little bit of a lingering cough, but I feel great for the most
You
part.
you sound a little better, man. You could start pursuing your singing career. You do sound a little better. So
Yeah, I'm more.
have
I'm
at it.
not a rapper. I'm more of an R&B guy. So
There you go. There
let's
you go.
go to Thursday night football tomorrow night or tonight. We have the Commanders walking into Lambeau to face the Packers. All right, Packers get another home game, 2 home games to start off the season. Looked really, really damn good in week one against the Lions. We both picked the, or no, I picked the Packers.
Yes, you
Okay.
did. Yes.
Um, that defense looked dominant. I know it's only week one. Okay. Some they say week one tells lies sometimes. How do you feel about the Packers? I mean, Commanders, they did their thing. It was against the Giants, though. I mean, clearly the Packers' victory over the Lions was more impressive. But how do you see this one?
Yeah, look, you don't want to overreact on week one, but yet that's the only thing you have to go off of. So, it's like, oh man, don't overreact. It's week one. Understand, but also understand the fact that that's all you have to go off of. You can't go off of last season. You got to go off what they just produced. And it's a small sample, but that's what you got to go off of. And what
Yeah.
they did to the Detroit Lions, either the Lions were completely cold or the Packers are just that damn good, man, because they really had the Lions just struggling. I mean, they couldn't get anything going, man. It was almost sad to watch, especially when I'm over here picking the Lions to probably be the best team in the NFC, the entire NFC. And it's like, wow, man, I get it. It's a division rival. I get it. These two are in my opinion, going to be battling for that NFC North. But look, man, the Packers. They look dominant. The sleeper team that I chose for the NFC is the Washington Redskin Commanders. I think they do have a shot. Believe it or not, call me crazy. I think they do have a shot. That's why they are my sleeper team. I think they're a team that's not going to dominate, but going to do enough to, make their way into the playoffs and going to be
But
very quiet. Nobody's going to talk about them. They're not going to get, a lot of the spotlight of that, a lot of the cameras. Do they get a chance right here? Yeah, I think they stand a really good chance. All that being said, I got to go with the Packers on this one, man. It's just the logic just says go with the Packers. However, I would not be surprised if Washington, our nation's capital, goes to Green Bay and lets them have it.
oh man, I think this would have been tougher to pick if the Packers didn't look that good in Week
Mm.
One. I look, they did give up a singular touchdown, but that was already garbage time. The game was already over. I mean, the Packers defense was just on another level on Sunday. Am I saying that they're going to be able to do that again on Thursday? Probably not. Okay. Jaden Daniels, one heck of a quarterback. I think the Packers edge it out and win by maybe 3 points. I think it's going to be a very good game. Thursday nighters are notorious for having just terrible games. Since it's early in the season, I think we get a really good one here, though. I got Packers.
And by the way, to everybody, yes, the season technically kicks off with a Thursday game, but this is the actual real first official short week Thursday game. There's a difference when you kick off the season with Thursday night football. You got all the rest in the world. This is the first official short week Thursday night football game. So I'm with you. Look, if it were me, honestly, I'd want the very first Thursday night short week. Why prolong it down the road when you guys are already taking a beating? You guys are getting beat up on the field. Oh,
Yeah.
now we have a short week. Yeah, so I would want it right away, man. Make us the first short week Thursday night football game. Let me ask you this, man. Why won't the Packers be able to do that with Washington? Is it because Washington is better, or do you think that the Packers were just trying to prove and solidify their dominance in the NFC North?
I mean, it's tough to do that on a consistent basis. With how dominant that they've looked, and the two teams that they're gonna have to do it against, it's just tough, man. I just don't see it. I'm not saying it's impossible. It's very much possible, but I think Commanders have a little bit of a better time against the Packers defense. Is that gonna really say much? I don't know, but it's just so hard to do with the level of teams that you're playing against at this stage.
Yeah, yeah, and it being an emotional game because the division rival, and everybody knows that the Lions are the top dog there. To come back in a very very short week and try to do that again, gosh, that takes a lot out of you, man. So yeah, like I said, I'm going Packers, but I really wouldn't be surprised if Washington pulls this one off.
Yeah, man. And just for both teams, can we just get a good Thursday nighter? We had
Mm,
so many just tough Thursday night games to watch last year. Please just give us a good one. That's all
yeah.
we're asking for. It has the
What do
recipe
we
to
got?
do it. All
What
right,
else we
next
got?
we have a divisional matchup.
Mm,
NFC East matchup taking place in the West. We have the Dallas Cowboys hosting the New York Giants in Arlington, Jerry's World. Cowboys home opener coming off of that loss against the Eagles. And let me say this, the Cowboys actually looked a heck of a lot better than I thought they were. I thought they were going to get demolished. I thought they were going to get blown out by Philly. They actually played one heck of a game. All right, and I don't know if CeeDee Lamb caught the passes that he was supposed to catch, maybe we're saying a whole different story here. Maybe the Cowboys would have won that game if CeeDee Lamb caught the passes that he needed to.
what was your thoughts about good old George Pickett's over there?
he had a bit of a quiet night, didn't he?
Yeah, yeah, he did. I mean, I heard his name a little bit here and there, but yeah, it's not like he was really lighting up the board much.
I think it might take some time for him to
Okay.
maybe not adjust, but for Dak to start truly looking his way because the star receiver there is CD Lamb. Okay, he's Pickens is it too, so maybe it might take some time. Maybe there's not so much chemistry there yet because he's still fairly new to the team. We'll see.
You know, man, like you, I was impressed what the Cowboys did this past week, man. I was like, oh, okay, you know what? Yeah, maybe they didn't come out with a victory, but they look pretty good. They look like a real contender. Again, is that just emotionally driven on their part because it's Philly, right? Like it's the top dog in their division. You know, yeah, it can be. To me, this is somewhat of a layup. I mean, I don't know, man. Are the Cowboys really going to go 0-2, especially when it's the Giants? I mean, this Giant team, Giants from a few years ago maybe would have been like, wow, but this Giant team, I mean, good gosh, man. After playing an emotional top dog division rival, I think it couldn't be any easier for the Cowboys to get a victory here, man. I go Cowboys all the way on this one.
You have a no belief in Russell Wilson in this game, huh?
None, none.
Damn.
None. None. Not in this game. I just in him. I think it's done.
You know, the Giants actually have a tough schedule to start off the season, or just in general. So Russ is definitely gonna have a lot of challenges this year. But I don't see the Cowboys losing this game. They played with a lot of heart last week. Okay, and unless they're like truly feeling themselves after a loss against Dallas, it's like Fast and Furious where Brian O'Connor says, "I almost had you, man," and then they just ride off with that. That's the only way I can see the Cowboys losing this game. Other than that, I got Cowboys all the way. Not even close, man. Not even close.
What do you got? Two possession game, three possession game,
I got three.
three? Wow. Okay. Okay. So they just ripped their hearts out, man. Send them packing, crying home.
I I don't have much hope for this game. It's a 10 o'clock game, so it's not like in the afternoon slate. It deserves to be in the 10 o'clock slate.
Yeah. Yeah. This is gonna be a tough one to watch. I'm with you. I go through possession game.
All right. Next, we have a matchup in New Orleans at the Caesars Superdome. We have the San Francisco 49ers walking in to New Orleans to play the Saints. I mean, is this just not another layup one? I mean, respect to the Saints out there, all right, and the Saints fans. I know San Francisco is dealing with injuries. Okay, Brock Purdy may not even play on Sunday. I don't know. What do you see on this one, man?
The Niners are dealing with some key injuries. I'm over here trying to make this competitive as I possibly can. Um, Saints, I hope you really New Orleans, man. I hope you guys really enjoyed the time when the Saints were good. Because it's gonna be a long time till they get back to that type of victory status, man. The Niners have some really, really key injuries. So, the Saints can somewhat try to capitalize on that. But if we're gonna be real, man, the Saints are just not good. Before the whole Drew Brees era, everybody called them the Aints because they were just as bad as they are now. Going to the games with paper bags and everything like that. I think it's time to bring that back, man, because it's just they're nowhere near that, man. I mean, you could try to capitalize off the Niners injuries because they got some really key injuries. So, but I just don't. It's not gonna happen. Niners are gonna take this.
You know what? I'll give Saints. a little bit benefit of the doubt. Since the Niners are so injured, I do think it's going to be a close game. That's
Okay.
about all I'll give you guys for the Saints. Shout out to all the Saints fans and the Giant fans. I mean, we just really bashed both teams right there. But yeah, it's going to be a rough season for probably both your teams.
How'd you like the Saints jerseys?
The gold ones,
The ones that they wore this past week.
you know, to me, it would have been cool if they would have just went all gold with the gold
Okay.
pants and the gold helmet.
Uh,
Not say that it didn't look good with the black pants or the black helmet, but I would have went on gold. I mean, if you're gonna go gold, just go all out, man. They were all right. I don't think they're the best jerseys.
yeah, no, and see, for me personally, just aesthetically, I think the Saints had the best jerseys, especially the black ones with the gold numbers. To me, I was like, wow, man, those are the best killer jerseys, you know. So everything else is a step down in for me because I thought that was the best looking jersey aesthetically, and everything else is just a step down. So what I saw on Saturday, I'm like, "Ugh, yeah, it's not what I'm used to seeing, and it's not what I like. But nonetheless, man, I think Niners take it um, to possession. And by the way, it doesn't have to be a blowout. It could be 10 points. That's two possessions.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. I think it's gonna be a lower-ish scoring game, but still competitive.
Okay.
All right, we actually have two Monday night games this week, and they've been doing this the past few seasons. Now, for those of you who don't remember, back in the day, all right, back in my days, they used to do Monday night football games, two of them, week one. All right, it wasn't that long ago. I don't know when they stopped doing that, but now they've been shifting to week two. How do you feel about that, real quick?
Yeah, that tripped me out. Yeah, you're right. It wasn't that long ago that to open up Monday Night Football, they would do two games, and they would overlap each other by like 30 minutes or an hour even, right? Like one wouldn't fully finish and the other one would start, and one would be like, I don't know, 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter when the other one kicks off or something like that. And yeah, it just kind of tripped me out. I remember, I think it was last season that they did this in week two. It was two Monday nighters, and I was just like, why are they doing this to kick off the season? I could kind of see that, but week two, I mean, I don't see the need for it. But you know, nonetheless, man, I guess it's all right just to have two in case one game's a blowout. Hopefully, the other one isn't. But I it's too early. It's too early, especially over here where we're at. It's too early the time they start. When there's two Monday nighters, it's too early to really be able to catch them all.
That's interesting. Okay, so this week in particular, we have the Buccaneers because there's a particular reason why I'm getting into this. We have the Buccaneers and Texans at 4 o'clock Pacific
Mm,
Standard Time, 4 p.m.
mm.
Pacific Standard Time, and then we have the Chargers going up against the Raiders in Las Vegas to play the Raiders at 7 p.m. I don't
Mm.
I don't remember the last time a game's been that late. I mean, it doesn't affect people on the West Coast, but for the East Coast, if you want to catch that game, that's at 10 o'clock at night.
And that's why they pick two West Side teams, man, Chargers and Raiders, which would only make sense.
No
Which
love
would
for the
only make
East
sense.
Coast. No love for the East Coast.
Stick it to them, man. All right. So, talking about the Raiders and the Chargers, so we got a twofer here, right? Division rival game. This is in Vegas.
Yeah. It doesn't really make
In,
a difference. I mean,
I,
respectfully, man, does it really make a difference? It's just
I,
one team's
I,
traveling. That's the only thing that makes the difference there.
yeah, I don't know where you'll find more Raider fans, if you'll find them in Vegas at Allegiant Stadium or if you'll find them at SoFi in Inglewood, Los Angeles, man. You'll find more Raider fans in SoFi, um I think this is a good one, man. I do. I think this would be a good competitive one. Um, the Chargers, the Chargers surprised me, man. The Chargers surprised me, man. Justin Herbert. I mean, the guy looks damn good. I got to go with Chargers on this one. And just because of week one, like I said, to start this video, that's all we have to go off of, right? It's just week one. Damn, they look good, man. Damn, they look good. I wouldn't be surprised right now if they take the AFC West.
Whoa.
I wouldn't be surprised, man. I wouldn't be surprised.
I wish I
They,
had
they,
sound effects so I could do like a, I don't know,
they
shots
look good,
fired
man.
or something like that.
They look sharp. They look very sharp, man. I like what I see from the Chargers. So I think they're going to go into Vegas and come back with that victory.
Hey, the Raiders are undefeated too. Just saying, they're undefeated too. It's battle of
Very
the undefeated.
true. What did you see anything differently with Pete Carroll on the sideline there?
Mm. Okay, see, it was going on during the Steeler game, so I was more in and out watching it. Geno Smith actually looked pretty good.
Mm.
I'll give him his flowers. They beat the Patriots. The Patriots offense didn't look all that good at all. But I will give the Raiders defense credit. I put more stock into the Chargers win, a lot more than I do with the Raiders win. But nonetheless, they're both 1-0. The Chargers have to win this game after coming off that good of a win. You have to keep riding that momentum because the Chiefs aren't going to keep losing, although they do have another big game against the Eagles. So that's another tough one for them. But if you want to be a contender, if you want to win this division, you got to beat teams like the Raiders. Okay, that's for sure.
Yeah, that I look, see that's what I'm talking about, man. They beat the Patriots. I said it last week. This is as probably as an easy of a layup that the Raiders got to start off with a victory. The Chargers, on the other hand, they had the Kansas City Chiefs, man. So I think it's gonna be a good. I still think it's gonna be a good game just because division rival is gonna be there in Vegas at Legion Stadium. But no, man, it's nah. The Chargers got to take that one, man. They got to take that. This
Yeah.
is this is this is in Vegas.
Yeah.
Wow, wow, that's wow. They got some work to do over there. They got some work to do. You got the Terrence Crawford versus Canelo fight Saturday night, so they definitely have some work to do.
It makes sense why they have it for Monday. I guess that makes
Yeah,
more sense.
yeah, yeah.
See, now I'm starting to think if this was planned or not, or if they just recently changed this. I don't know. But we both got Chargers on that one.
Yes, definitely, man.
All right. Next, last but not least, we have the home opener at Heinz Field. The Seattle Seahawks walking in to the land of ketchup to play the Steelers. Seattle 0-1, coming off a loss against the Niners. Pittsburgh undefeated, never lost, coming off a win against them Jersey Jets.
All right, man. So the Seahawks are gonna have to fly across the country, man. Um, Gosh, it was last week we were talking about it because we were covering the Niners, and I was just kind of like, wow, I don't know anything about Seattle, nothing, and I was catching glimpses of that game, right? Because I have three TVs, yes, three TVs that I watch at the same time. Anybody else people who don't have multiple TVs to watch in front of them, I mean, it's sad. Like it's just sad, But I was catching glimpses of it, and I'm like, oh, okay, okay. At some point, I started watching. it on the big TV. Yes, I have a big TV, and then I got two smaller TVs. It's just it's great, man. It's a great time to be alive. Um, I'm still not really sure where to stand with the Seahawks. I'm still not really convinced on who they really are. I've always said week 4 is lets me know who you are. Just going off the little super small sample that I saw, they I look somewhat like a decent team. In all reality, I'm gonna go ahead and say this, man. The Steelers, my Steelers, our Steelers,
That's right.
had convinced me, man, that they probably
Mm,
have a shot here.
mm.
I do to a certain degree, to a certain degree. Now I gotta get on the Steelers here. To a certain degree, like I was very impressed with this offense. It's the defense that really let me down. Oh, and special teams. Chris Boswell, man. I mean, come on, the guy is super duper Mr. Clutch. Check this out. This is why you got Aaron Rodgers, right? The first snap of the game, the first snap as a Steeler,
Let's hear this.
takes a quarterback sack, gets up, shakes it off, and they have a damn good drive. That same
Yeah,
drive.
that's yeah.
Had that been a rookie right there, that would probably got them all discombobulated and they would probably been 3 and out. But it was a veteran, and I hope they bring somebody in or they have a future quarterback sitting behind Rodgers so they could, because Rodgers isn't long term, but sitting behind him to so he could pick something up, man. Because I thought that was impressive, man. The very first snap, you get sacked, you get back up, and you have a drive to go into the end zone, man.
Yeah.
It was impressive. What wasn't impressive was the defense, but I'll let you speak on
And see, that's why I'm not all convinced.
it.
All right. And for the whole quarterback situation, I hope Will Howard's the guy that they drafted during this draft. It was a later ish pick, but if you could learn behind Aaron Rodgers, I do believe he has enough talent to be the guy. Okay. I know a lot of people don't really think that, but I mean, let's just hope, man, because they have not figured it out with the whole quarterback situation. Yeah, defense, they got to step it up, man. They are the highest paid defense um that this sport has ever seen. And they're giving up 32 points to the Jersey Jets. Now, granted, Justin Fields looked really good. Okay, and that would have been a really bad look if the Steelers lost that game. I will say
Yeah,
that too. Because
yeah.
he was balling. He wasn't like going super crazy like Big Ben going back to back weeks with 6 passing touchdowns. He wasn't doing that good, but he was using his legs when he needed to. He didn't turn the ball over. He played a good game. All right. But defensively, my goodness, I mean, they got to force some turnovers. You got to get something. All right. They, like I said before, they play some top teams this year. You cannot be looking like that because, I mean, those games might be some tough, tough games.
Yeah, you look, you cannot rely on the offense. The offense is not going to be scoring that many points every single game. They're not going to be scoring 30 plus points to get the victory. So, I mean, defense really, some people came down on TJ Watt a little bit after that. I thought TJ Watt did it, he
He was
he did
making
his thing.
plays.
He was making some
TJ Watt was
plays.
making plays.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, sure. Look, TJ Watt is not going to get quarterback sacks every single game. He's not going to be lighting up everybody up every game. But as long as he gets his hand on the ball, deflects a pass, something like that, he's doing his job, right? And just his presence being there, offenses, they plan around TJ Watt. So just his presence on the field makes a difference. Cameron Hayward, I don't know if he got like a thumb to the eye or something, and he had to
Oh
get
yeah,
out for a while. And this is after holding out, for a while. It's like
I think that was the problem. I think that was the problem. He seemed limited on snaps too. I said, like the first quarter, I don't think I really even saw him on the field. Maybe I was there. Maybe there was something I wasn't seeing, but I didn't see him on the field that much, especially in that first half.
yeah, I wasn't looking for him until I heard you point it out, and then I thought to myself, like, yeah, I don't think I've seen him, but I wasn't really paying attention, like looking for him. Um, but yeah, man, I mean, look, so tip the cap to to Boswell. Boswell's still Bozzy, man. He's still the last guy of the Killer Bees, and he's coming through. And just because he's a kicker, he deserves the credit. He
Yeah,
deserves the credit. But that offense looked good. I think Rogers has the leadership. He's a veteran. I think the
still
guys look
got
up
it.
to him.
She
He
still
still
got
got
it.
it. And that's the thing. The rest of the team is going to be easy to look up to him. Why? Because he's older. He's still good.
Yeah,
He still can make some plays. And even if he gets tossed around a little bit back there, he can shake that off. And he's a champion, man.
he's an
He's a
all-time
champion.
great.
But
Like
we
him or not, he's an
we
all-time great.
we know that he's a champion. He proved it to the Steelers. You know what I
Now
mean?
you got to bring
Quite a
that
few
up.
years ago. So, I mean, I think it's easy for guys to just kind of fall in line and say like, "Hey, man, Rogers, that's our guy. He knows what he's talking about." But he's not a long-term guy. So
Right.
we got to start playing ahead. But defense, good gosh, son of a gun, man. I mean, I get it. Fields wanting to prove a point, and he did. He did. But defense, I mean, goodness gracious, man. I don't know. I'm lost of words when it comes to that defense.
Let's say this, man. I expect them to do better this week. Okay. The Seahawks offense wasn't all that impressive last week. So this should be a good comeback game for the defense. Offensively, am I expecting them to score 30 plus points again? Probably not. But they could probably have another smooth sailing game if Rodgers doesn't make many mistakes. They need a rushing game though. They need a rushing attack because they couldn't run the football offensively. They couldn't. So they got to figure that out too, and the defense. But I do expect the Steelers to win this game. Am I fully confident in that? Not really. I'd say probably, I don't know, a 65% chance that the Steelers win this game.
What about the fact that it's their home opener?
You see, it seems like the
They,
Steelers
they've
are
ne-
like,
it's not like they're great during
that's
their
what I was gonna
home
say.
opener.
Yeah, it's not like they're completely undefeated when it comes to home openers. I mean,
Hmm.
of 2 years ago, they got completely blown out by the Niners, their home opener. So
Right.
I don't know how much that really brings to this. I'm sure it does bring some sort of excitement. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think it brings that much more intensity.
No, I was going the other way. I think it actually hurts them a little bit. I've actually been to a Steelers home opener game, and it just, yeah, man, they don't have the best record for home openers, and that's the only thing that kind of concerns me. However, this is a new Steelers. This
Yeah.
is a Rodgers Steelers. For as long as it lasts, it's probably not going to last long. But regardless, it's a Rodgers Steelers. So yeah, I'm picking my Steelers to win this one. Even if I was not a Steeler fan, I think Steelers is the safe bet here. How would you say if you weren't a Steeler fan?
Yeah, I definitely favor Pittsburgh in this one. Like I said, it's not like a complete like a lock, but I do expect the Steelers to win this game.
Okay, all right. Well, there you go, man. Anything else?
Go Steelers.
Go
Go
Steelers,
Steelers.
man.
Come on,
So
Rogers.
so now week one is in the history books, and next time you see us on here, week two will be in the history books. But there's a lot that's going to happen between now and then, and we shall see what that is. All right, man. We'll catch you guys next week. We get drop. You get be going live.
Of course. Going live on Sunday morning.
All right, man. I can't wait for you to go live for that Ireland game.
Oh man. Man. I would be needing drinking some coffee for that game. I would I have to go to sleep early on a Saturday this year. What's up with that?
Pick six, man. Go Steelers.
Go Steelers. Huh?
All right.
I think that works.